Okay, full crowd, bleachers lit up with RunAway fan signs.
I mean, this day has been sold out for so long. It sold out so quickly. They had to open up the bleacher seating after the first day of the quarterfinals just to get ready to make some more room so we can squeeze some more fans in here because there's such a demand. Low ground approach from Element Mystic.
Yep.
So going to be wrapping around in onto that side of the point.
They've been spotted already though, so
Yep.
this is actually, they actually may have to abandon this. Okay,
They're going to wrap around. They're coming in from RunAway's side.
Yeah. This is basically them abandoning it, but this is the faster angle to take to get back onto the point. But RunAway has a huge positional advantage now.
Already the jump forward coming through. Jono going to take a little bit of damage there, but Pokebo, he's under fire, and he's just going to get eliminated. The first kill coming in for RunAway. Bumper getting that killing blow. He'll get stunned up. The barrier's there. Spam healing coming out of Twilight will keep him sustained as both of these Moiras desperately try to get to that coalescence. Now Exy going to fall. Hawksall trying to catch up in all percent, and the rest of Element Mystic just going to be jumping off the side.
Remember, Element Mystic, when they played that Lijiang game, they played some weird strategies, right? They ran even the Mei. They've gone back to just totally standard here, except that they did try to take the wraparound approach. That can work well if you're not scouted, but RunAway saw it right away. RunAway has now massive ult advantage here.
I mean, Bumper, Earthshatter online now. He's going to go ahead and throw it down. He catches so many members on the side of Element Mystic. That's going to be Repel dying at the start. They look for just a little bit more, but everyone splitting away from each other. It's just easy pickings here for the side of RunAway. They commit one ultimate, but look at this. They're going to have 5 more ready to go.
Yep, this is looking really bad for Element Mystic, and unfortunately, even though they have these tank ultimates now, they will in just a second, and a coalescence, RunAway can just counter everything with a sound barrier, and then Stitch can toss out his later grab. He can, in fact, may just open with it first because he has
Rallies
positional
out from
advantage.
both sides. Stitch gonna be looking, but I think Dako actually gonna get the
definitely
devour there. Yep, it's gonna be the defense matrix from the side. Takes it down. Graviton now answering out from guard, and the kills start coming through for Element Mystic. Pokebo finding 3 of them, taking him down, knocking Janu out of that mech, and he will now fall. Cap comes in. Element Mystic taking control at 73%.
Huge play by Dako to eat that grab. As I was mentioning before, because of the positional advantage of RunAway, if they get the first grab, then everything Element Mystic is trying to do falls apart, and then we end up, if they get a flip, it's a 99 flip. The fact that they're able to get it before then means they have a lot more time to work with here. Pokebo leading with this.
Coming down with the barriers there from Bumper, and now he answers back. Not going to be finding any kills here. RunAway just charging forward, trying to get in onto the point. Move back here, onto the right, pushes back up to the forefront. Fire Strike coming down, charge, looking for the hit, and he gets it on the exit. They try to poop him away, but it's not going to be enough. Sound barrier comes down from Jexay to try to maintain control in this fight. Graviton Surge comes through. Dako knocks Shanu out of the mech with his self-destruct, and now Twilight is going to fall. Coalescence coming down from Abel to try to keep them alive, but they're pushing back. RunAway will not relent. They go back in onto the point. They get rid of Jexay. They get rid of Element Mystic, and they flip it right back through.
Bumper just doing so much damage to build that shatter, tosses it down immediately. Very well played here. Jexay used his sound barrier in panic to try to save XZ right before that when XZ was mid-air. He also was the one who nearly stopped the charge from coming through, but because he used his barrier there, he didn't have it for the following fight, and that was why RunAway's able to get this flip.
Coalescence down from Twilight. Earthshatter comes in, it's gonna find 3. Twilight getting that ult interrupted. He faints away. He manages to stay alive, and Slime nearly has a sound barrier that could try to get them in this fight. The kills come in. Hawksall and Twilight both gonna be eliminated, and Janu's gonna be taken out of that mech. Now barrier in as the reses start coming through. They're looking for the respawns as Element Mystic looks for the flip. Popo under fire, but they're still gonna be winning the fight. He does not go down. He stays alive. RunAway. They flip it back over. 44% here for Element Mystic, so RunAway still have time on their side. They have a grab, they have a sound barrier, and they have a shatter.
If Dako can do another defense matrix eat on Stitch's grab, I think this may be how Element Mystic locks up this first point. The problem is there's still a lot of time for RunAway to slowly approach. Here comes Stitch.
Charging
grab
in,
is
the grab
good.
comes through. They stick him up. It's gonna be the sound barrier in, and Hawksall dies at the
self-destruct
start.
after the shatter.
Going in, but not gonna be finding the pick. Bumper manages to take down Exy. Answering Graviton Surge, locking up 2. Slime gonna fall, and Bumper now all by himself. Can't keep him alive. Jexy gonna get taken down. Janu finds the 1 kill. As RunAway looks for the flip desperately. Stitch so disconnected from the rest of his team. The right click from guard will take him down, but the supports on the side of Element Mystic have died. Now it's Twilight coming back in. A Coalescence thrown down, but he's gonna get locked up again. Another Earthshed from Popo shuts down the ultimate, but Hawksall comes in and takes down the enemy Rhine. 88% here for Element Mystic as they try to maintain control. The RunAway are in. They are getting the cap, and they are going to find it. OT starting to tick away. Jexy comes in to try to delay. Armor back onto him from XC to help keep him alive as he just skirts around the top of the arena here. Swinging away, Oxel pops the rally, they get a lockdown onto Xe, but they cannot finish him off. The healing is just too strong on both sides, no kills coming through yet. Dako going low, popped out of the mech perhaps, Shatter from Bumper, finding both of the supports, that's gonna be the pin. Repel goes down as he's got the Coalescence ready to go, but Dako fires back with a self-destruct, gets rid of both Twilight and Slime. 2 kills here. 2 members dead, 3 now on the side of Element Mystic. Same for RunAway. Janu trying to stay alive, but Guard is just burning through the mech. Flip coming through just about here for Element Mystic. Still 93%. Pumper goes for a charge, misses it. That's going to be it.
RunAway, get
Guard,
it.
he barely steps off the point. He goes into the side room for just a moment, and RunAway will get the completion.
RunAway's team fights on this map were just absolutely immaculate. I mean, it was like watching a symphony, and Bumper is the conductor. He's building these shatters so quickly, doing so much damage. The grab into shatter into self-destruct that didn't kill anybody just speaks to how good Element Mystic is at playing against this style, though. Like, Element Mystic is able to deal with so much of what RunAway is throwing at them efficiently, and that's why we had such a close first point there. And as unfortunate it is that Guard just barely stepped off the point there onto that stairs, I guess just like literally to the left of where the point extends to. It's unfortunate, but they were likely to lose the point either way. Element Mystic now bounces back with XC on the McCree. RunAway's going to continue to run this triple tank GOAT style, which is rare for them, so it's actually refreshing to see. They're running this, they're not running the dive. And let's see if XC can get in position to damage. He's going to be forced off the high ground.
Well, they already get rid of the mech. Janu gonna get knocked out of that one. Popo going low. Oxel trying to keep Janu alive. Offers him up that armor pack, but won't last much longer than that. Bumper still swinging away, trying to build up for that Earth Shatter. There's not much to mitigate it. Once he has it available, the bubble from Pokpo, if he can time it perfectly, could shut it down. Element Mystic up onto the high ground, not contesting for the initial cap, so will go the way of RunAway to start things off. And Oxel already has a rally set.
Oh,
and a great fire strike! Oh, Bumper, he's showing up today. He's feeling feisty. He takes Jexay right out of the sky.
What a fire strike! What a prediction there. I mean, it was like he predicted it so well, and it was such a distance of the prediction. The guy is just honestly the best tank in Korea right now. He is. No one would argue otherwise. And you know, off the back of his fantastic play, Element Mystic is forced to now reapproach. And Guard is on the Junkrat. That's right, Junkrat. Shatter comes in. They can't get on the point. They have to back away.
Transcendence comes down from Appel, so no follow-up kills coming in. Primal Rage out from Popo as he jumps in. It's only 40%, so still plenty of time to work with here as actually tries to find an angle for this Deadeye. Guard gets jumped on, but he pushes Janu back. Stitch takes down Xe as he pops the Deadeye, so nothing gained there. Dako now dead. Popo falling low and will be eliminated by Janu. RunAway are just taking this
Achilios,
game.
This is a hero pool problem for Element Mystic. Guard is on Junkrat. So he's playing Junkrat as if it's a Pharah because he's trying to get on the high ground and lob grenades over the Reinhardt shield, because Pharah is not really in his wheelhouse of heroes.
Yep.
And that's why he's playing the Junkrat. But it's a hero pool problem, and here we
Grab
go.
coming down, it's gonna find 2. Dako was looking the wrong way. They line it up, they take him down very easily.
You need a Pharah to deal with this composition on this map. We see it all the time, but Element Mystic just doesn't have that. XC's gonna switch to the Hanzo, but I don't think it's going to save them. Not even one of Dako's amazing self-destructs will likely come up with big kills here. With RunAway having this positional advantage right now. They also have the sound barrier. Here's a Riptire. This could open something up.
He needs this to be absolutely massive. Trying to run this one in, comes in over the top. They see it, 10 HP,
Taken
and
out.
it's taken down. Janu able to get the kill. Self-destruct up from Dako. Looking to open things up, but it's not going to find anything. They manage to all stay alive. Jexy gets tagged. It's 99% to 0 as RunAway.
Oh, the shadow
in the grave! And Janu! He finds 3! Poke Guard and Xe deleted, wiped off the map. RunAway closed it out 100-0, making a statement. They say it's the even season buff coming through. We are getting that grand final. We are going up against Kongdu Benthera. The first map goes to them.
Insane shatter, self-destruct combo. But the other thing is it wasn't even needed to win this point. It's almost as if RunAway made that last map there as a statement. And we know that Element Mystic is an emotional team. And I spent a lot of time casting them, as you have as well. And I've seen a lot of their personalities outside the game as well, just wandering around the studio, in the makeup room, etc. And it's a team that will be affected by this loss. Not only Guard, of course, not touching onto the point there, but also everyone's played Control. You know that moment where you know that you're probably going to lose the map, but you're hoping you're going to tag onto the point, and then maybe your team somehow does something amazing. Everyone's had that moment in Ranked. When you're trying to tag onto the point, and then no one's there to block the shatter, you get shattered. Then the last thing you see before the map ends is a self-destruct that you know you can't avoid, blowing up your team.
It's Bumper standing over you, and there's a baby diva chilling on the ground. You're like, oh no.
Oh no, indeed. Well, unfortunately for Element Mystic, that was the worst way this map could have gone for them.
Because if they don't, I feel like we might have a 3-0.
Well, Achilios, look at this. RunAway will defend
Stitch.
first. Stitch is holding the Torbjorn.
Oh. Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
So this is a Widowless Torbjorn defense that we're going to see. One of the reasons why Torbjorn defenses are so strong on this map in particular are because you have like a crossfire between the Widow shots and the Torbjorn, and the Widow has extra mobility. They're running a Pharah as well, so I think what the statement that RunAway is making with this is that they know that Element Mystic doesn't have a Genji player, right? XC is showing it for now. We'll see if this Hitscan player actually flexes his first career game of Genji ever in the semifinals here. But they're basically saying, well, you can't dive this. If you want to run the tank comp, which is more common on this map, you're going to struggle against this. And XC will be on the Widow. Well, maybe a Sombra check. This is a bit weird.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a Sombra check just to identify whether or not they should run Ghost.
Yeah.
But he's going to sprint forward. You can see the translocators already thrown down, but he's not going to get to see much. He only really spots out the Diva. So we'll see what the decision.
Yeah, he doesn't see the Torbjorn actually.
Yeah.
So they may actually be operating under false pretenses here, especially after seeing the Pharah, which they did see.
Oh, well, they see
Okay,
him now.
saw the Torbjorn now, yeah.
Yeah, gets that body shot in on the Stitch.
So ideally, if you get an early res, it's so impactful for Element Mystic with this comp. Here's the dive.
Dive onto the top from Popo, but he's going to drop down, but he gets chased. Janu is going to follow through and eliminates him. Very quickly done. Jump to the side, Hawksall. Nice angle here onto the healers, but they're pocketing each other up, so not going to be taken down.
Yeah, remember, this is a double support Torbjorn. Never been seen before in Korea. This is always, every Torbjorn ever has always been a support. Whether it was IDK, Toby, Repel now, of course. So it's really odd.
If anyone other than you told me that stat, I would not believe it. But I'm trusting you on this. I think that you are correct. Guard gets tagged up. XC going to be eliminated. Popo will go down shortly thereafter. Janu having a little pop-off. He's feeling good.
I mostly meant Contenders Korea, but I think it does extend into the Apex days as well.
I can't think of a DPS player playing it. It might have happened in Apex, but certainly in Contenders,
yeah, in
you're absolutely correct.
In Contenders, it's always been a support. But yeah, in Apex, like I don't think there were very many non-support Torbjorns. But anyways, Element Mystic is struggling against this because there's so much extra healing power here that it's so difficult to kill Bumper. And even if you do, he's going to get res. So they're trying to kill Stitch, but he's positioned so well that they're struggling to do so.
Yeah, he's got that Molten Core set.
His turret does finally go down here.
First one got destroyed, but he'll have another one coming in. Guard tosses out that pulse bomb, but he's not going to find a stick. He's not going to find a kill. A chase into the backside as Janu tries to hunt down Exy. Dives in, finds Repel as well, but he's got a Transcendence. He needs a bomb, but he will go ahead and do so. Bumper is going to be eliminated. Slime, can he get the res off? Yes, he can. Escorted by Twilight with the Transcendence to keep him alive, and Slime's going to take this guy with that Valkyrie. Janu going low, pops the self-destruct. That's going to be Dako's actually coming down, now answering. Janu going to make it back into the back. Dako not given the opportunity. Bumper falling low again. Keep healing him back up. Supercharger in. Hulk coming through. Trying to save Janu's life. Still going to get knocked out, but they find Popo. They find the rest of the kills. And RunAway.
And look at Stitch's ult charge, man. He's got 61%. We talked about how it felt like RunAway was trying to make a statement. But I mean, now Element Mystic picked this map. They're playing Element Mystic's comp against them. It's not even done in the exact same way. They've already put their own spin on like the comp that Element Mystic made popular. They've run the Pharah defense here with Torbjorn, double support. Hawksall's got a barrage.
It's going to be a 1-minute swap over onto sort of Ghost. They still have the Widowmaker here from Exy, but he hasn't been getting much done this entire time. They're getting onto the point halfway on that second tick. Bumper just plays forward onto the corner. He's constantly keeping this contested. And now Haxel gets rid of the Widow again. Having this turnaround matchup, and now they're trying to play forward. They're trying to keep them contained into the side room of the barrage. Coming down, Haxel gonna be fine at 2. Jexy and Pokebo both eliminated, and that is just gonna be an X Element Mystic. They are struggling. XC swaps over to the McCree now.
That was all in the back of the bumper barrier there. He put the barrier down so Haxel could freely just wait until the tanks came through. The tanks had to come through. When they go through, the backline gets exposed. XC's making the swap over to the McCree because he needs to deal with Haxel somehow. But there's a Molten Core on the other side.
Who's gonna kill this turret? Who's gonna kill the Torbjorn?
I mean, right now, I think this is going to be a push to remember if they're able to win this one now. If they're able to do this in 10 seconds, no one will ever forget what Element Mystic did today if they do this now.
Molten Core gonna get popped. Transcendence coming down from Twilight as they push in. Repel with the Coalescence. Trying to keep everybody sustained. Shots flying through. Turret's still gonna be on a hindered guard. Under some fire now. It's gonna be swapped over onto Popo. They can't rid of the Zarya. No Graviton Surge here in this fight. And Janu, he can just go ahead and open up the point with the self-destruct. He's gonna get knocked into the mech. He tosses it down, doesn't make it back in. Stitch with the turret, takes out Jexy, and that's gonna be it. The full hold comes through. Element Mystic, they pick Nambani, but it doesn't get them anything. 1.5 ticks is just about it.
They don't even get to play their strategy out. They chose this map for a reason, and we'll never find out what that reason is. You know, I speculated that it was going to be them running a lot of Brigida. XC and Guard both are very good on the Brigida, trying to shut down Haxel's defense. After the Torbjorn defense, they start with A, and then they go to the B defense with the Brigida against Haxel's 9. That was my theory. But now they need a full hold, and we're never going to see what happens.
They need a fuller hold.
Yeah, we're never going to see what happens on the Streets phase. That's not going to be a factor anymore.
Nope.
And are they going to now run Torbjorn, their variation of it, after dying to the enemy Torbjorn? Remember, this team is emotional. We talked about tactical pauses and things of that nature earlier. That doesn't exist here. You can't have your coach in the booth in this moment after everything has gone so wrong. Everything is not according to plan. But they do lock in, Repel on the Torbjorn. Guards Junkrat here. So it is going to be their stick to what their initial idea for A was. What they wanted to do in the Streets phase, we'll never know. Because if they lose A, they lose the map. RunAway will be on match point.
Haxel showing his Genji at the moment.
Yeah.
50.2%. This is what Element Mystic could get.
The Genji pick is very strong against this variation of Torbjorn defense because you can deflect the grenades from the Junkrat, which does a ton of damage. And if you're able to get your Dragon Blade after the res was used onto the Orisa, you can just kill the backline if you get in there. I mean, it's easier said than done, but if Bumper's barrier is placed correctly, it can work. But Element Mystic is counting on the fuller hold, as you said, 50.2%. Is what RunAway needs here.
For that opening shot. Stitch swapping off the Widow over onto the Tracer. So, oh boy, we get Stitch's Tracer. We get Haxel on his Genji. The fan service here.
It's RunAway dive, like textbook, old school. Here it comes.
Dashes his way through. Looking to take down Repel, but already Guard and Jexy going to be eliminated. Bumper will fall, but XC's going to go down. Twilight still alive, the only healer at the moment, but now Popo falls. Repel trying to hold him off. Haxel getting spammed back up the Moira, sustaining him. Dako can't do enough, and his mech is so low. The first tick comes through. The Baby Diva exposed will be taken down, and this might just be it. They try to hold off. Guard comes back in, but Stitch, the longer standing Tracer, takes him out and very swiftly RunAway. Will take Nambani. They move up 2-0. They are 1 win away. One more map on Assault from going to another grand final.
It almost just feels like a free win at this point. Unfortunately, Guard was wrongly positioned, and we had the unfortunate thing is we'll never know the exact extent of what happened in that fight because we were watching Haxel's perspective. And the truth is, while everyone was dying, he did almost no damage. He was trying to assassinate Repel, who just kept giving him the runaround. And then while we were watching Haxel's perspective, he was at like 20%. That's how little damage he did, and everyone else was dying in the kill feed, right? We know that Guard was knocked off the high ground. He was the first to die. He died to a Moira orb. The negative orb coming through actually is what killed him. And the coordination for RunAway there was just better. They knocked the comp down, and Haxel does eventually clean up the pieces there, and they end up winning the fight. Coach is in the booth. The former StarTale coach here, Coach Yoon, talking to his team right now as Levy on the other side, having a discussion with Guard. You know, things did not go according to plan on that attack because who would have expected Stitch on the Torbjorn? You know, that's a new one,
Yeah.
right? And then Element Mystic wants to run their own Torbjorn defense, but they lose control instantly. And I feel like this is an emotional thing. You know, I'm not trying to say that RunAway is winning because these guys are emotional. I'm trying to say that now, after probably feeling very frustrated in game one, you feel like you've been shown up. Like, it almost feels like BM, that RunAway is able to defeat you with your Numbani defense, with their own take on it, which exceeds expectations. Your Torbjorn defense fails on the first push.
Yeah.
How can you be in the right mindset when everybody in this room, like almost maybe like 10% people are not, but everybody else in this room and this giant stadium that we cast in is for RunAway?
Yeah.
How can you not be affected? How can you, as a team that has known to choke, stabilize here and get a reverse sweep?
I don't know, but that's what they need. A reverse sweep took them out of Season 1. Now they need to pull one off to move forward here in Season 2 to make it the grand final. Guys, we're going to go to a quick break. When we come back, we'll have the rest of this series figure out who is going to be advancing to play against Congo Pantera.